Welcome to Procurement Says No, episode 26. Las Vegas nights, baby.
Las Vegas, baby.
Is that all you can say still?
Las Vegas, baby.
So here we are again. It's day 2 of Procure Con West Indirects in
Las Vegas, baby.
Oh yes, on cue, and we're stepping up on the entertainment valley this time with 2 super duper 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 guests. We have Michael Shields from Tropic, and we have Sean Warren from Opstream, who are going to be talking about the excitement of spend management and intake to pay. We can't wait.
Ba-dum.
Right, Ed. 3 words you don't often hear together are management, spend, and intelligent. Here's someone to talk about it. Michael Shields. Hello, Mike.
I'm not a Mike, by the way.
Oh, you're not a Mike. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Speak into the Michael.
Yeah. We just started off on a rough note, but no reason we can't improve from here,
No,
right?
indeed.
It's all about trajectory.
It can only get better.
It can only get better. Okay.
Good. Right, well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us who you are and what you do and what it's all about and why you're here.
Well, here's the thing. I am a procurement guy,
Yeah.
but unlike a lot of people, I chose procurement. Okay.
Really?
So I did. It's true. True story. I did not fall into it. I'm unique. I'm special.
No, you're not.
Okay.
I chose procurement too.
Okay.
Did you choose procurement too?
No, it chose me.
Well, that makes you even more special. Okay. I am the Vice President of Procurement at Tropic, which means I get to be a procurement guy for a procurement company. So it's kind of Inception.
Wow.
They'll probably make a movie about it sometime.
Yeah. Who'll play you?
Liam Neeson.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Can you do the accent?
No, but he can do mine, which is
okay.
it doesn't.
Which is how it works, isn't it?
As an actor, he has to do the work.
Yeah,
right?
he will find you.
Yes, he. I've heard that about him.
Yeah. Oh well, that's great. And what exactly is it that Tropic does? Does it make fruity drinks?
I've heard that we've considered that as a go-to-market strategy. However, we've looked at somewhere it has a little more margins, and essentially we sell a spend management and supplier intelligence platform to procurement people like myself.
Wow. You sell to yourself.
I've negotiated a great deal for our company. Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
And why would we choose you? Why would you choose Tropic versus the 3,000 other vendors that are out there?
Well, how many of them have a procurement guy, within their company helping out on the product side? No, the reality is look, I'm a big believer that data is going to improve procurement's reputation. Because a lot of times we go and we just say, hey, will you approve this? And they're like, well, why should I approve it? It's lacking a lot of that data, right? Tropic has that data, which helps empower companies to know that they're getting a good price. Like, I live in the world of software. Is a 5% discount good? Is a 50% discount good? Is a 95% discount good? I would think that's the case. But the reality is you don't know. In some cases, 5% discount is great. And in some cases, it's a horrible, horrible deal, right? And so Tropic can offer you that data, those insights that'll help you know what's possible and how to accomplish it.
And what's the size and scale of the enterprise?
Good question. I mean, we have, I think it's 10 billion, under kind of spend contractual data points, 10,000 different contracts. I don't know. I don't have all the numbers. I'm not a sales guy. I'm a procurement guy, right? But it's a lot.
You're a procurement guy, so you don't understand the numbers.
I don't need to understand the numbers, okay? It's called cost avoidance.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are savings in my book, aren't there?
Exactly.
What about in your book? Savings?
I haven't got a book. So what's your target market? Where's the business heading?
Historically, it's definitely been the mid-market. Companies that don't have procurement functions have small procurement functions, but it's definitely over the past years started to go up market, especially as companies are moving away from cost reduction specifically to true cost optimization.
Yeah.
Like, they're looking to refuel the go-to-market engine. They're looking to take that money and not just put it towards the bottom line, but reinvest it back in the business. I think that's a subtle difference for 2025. It was interesting. We accidentally set ourselves really well up for AI because for a long time we were a services company collecting all these data points. But the problem with all those data points is, like, how do you actually make sense of the data? AI is that engine that can take all of that and actually, make it useful. I worked for Honeywell for a long time, and they had so much data, but you couldn't do anything with it because it was just buried somewhere, right? Well, AI can go find it in all those deep, dark corners and actually do something with it.
So in terms of what you're doing, it's sort of like spending analytics, then you're taking the data and looking at it and then sharing insights?
I think, I don't know that I would ever classify ourselves as spend analytics, but that's certainly kind of what is one of the ways we accomplish our tasks. At the end of the day, we want to level the playing field between buyers, sellers. We want to make it, because procurement people like me, we don't get all the big teams. We don't get all the fancy tools. Does that make sense? We need to be as efficient as possible. And so when I know what is possible, especially in the world of SaaS, and how to accomplish it, I can arrive there quite quickly. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it makes a lot
of
sense.
But we also do have the spend orchestration, the intake, the workflows, that whole tool, right? But it's what separates us, what differentiates us, is we can do all those things that the other companies out there, the 3,000 other companies that can do intake and orchestration and contract management, but we also have this intelligent piece of it that's backed by data. And so we started out in the services realm where we would do negotiations on behalf of customers, and that collected a bunch of data, and all of a sudden AI comes out and wow, we are sitting on a treasure trove of data that we can now allow our other customers to harness.
So is procurement doomed, and will AI eventually take over and set fire to the sky?
Well, the answer is absolutely yes, 100%.
And when do you think this will happen, Michael? Is it going to happen in the next 24 hours? Or
no. I'd say you've got 3 to 4 months. I'd say you have 3 to 4 months. No, the truth is, honestly, that procurement's been so focused on tactical. What's the work appropriate term? Minutia. Okay, that a lot of times you can't focus on the strategic. You can't do the sourcing because you're focused on chasing POs and stuff like that, right? AI is going to make it so you can actually work on the strategic. Now, if you're that buyer who just loves chasing tactical stuff, you're doomed because AI, unfortunately, or fortunately, in I think a lot of cases, can do a lot of that stuff. But if you really want to be the strategic part of procurement, then great, leverage AI and you can focus there.
So you heard it here, folks. 3 or 4 months, and then we're all doomed. So take your holiday now.
It's all over.
So get a holiday in before the end of the world.
Well, and hopefully in the new world, there's a better word for procurement. What a horrible name. Procurement. Honestly.
We like the word solicitation.
Okay. I was thinking something shorter, crisper, hey, what are you? I work in sales. Great. Okay, what do I work in finance? Well, I'm a procurement person.
What about buying?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I work in buying.
I buy things. Shopping.
Shopping.
Where are the shopping departments?
What would you like us? What image comes to mind?
We're going down to Walmart this afternoon. What can I get you?
At a Walmart, you can get whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
So why do we need AI when we've got Walmart?
I don't think I've stepped foot in a Walmart in years, to be honest with you.
Right. You've got $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to put it on red, or are you going to put it on black?
I'm more of a poker guy.
Are you?
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah. Roulette, come on, let's be honest with you. But yeah, play some Texas Hold'em, we'll go.
Would you prefer a red suite or a black suite for your flush?
I'd probably go black.
Okay.
Yeah, spades is nothing better, right?
There you go.
You've been digging so far. So.
Very good, very good, very good.
So do the sales guys send you in to talk to clients?
100%. Yeah, I would say being a procurement guy for a procurement company, I spend a part of my time doing procurement, managing our spend, 100%. I spend a lot of time talking to clients about how to stand up a procurement function. I work with our product team on what procurement people want. And I also get involved in the go-to-market solutions as well, not as a salesperson, but as someone who hears why it might make sense to invest in the tool. Let's be honest. One of the biggest pain points of procurement is we're brought in late, not only on the deal, but we're brought in late just to the organization, period. We're always behind the 8 ball, right? I mean, they say, hey, when should I invest in procurement? I said, well, if you're asking that question, it was probably years ago. But, glad we're having the conversation now rather than years in the future. Yeah,
There won't be
hopefully
years in the future. Though.
Well, that's
only 4 months
that's
to
a
go.
good point. Three.
It's
Where did
gone
this
down a
extra
already.
month come from?
I'm a bit of an optimist.
I knew that about you.
So you're lending the sales guys. So sales guys from Tropic
And
girls. Michael is here to lend you credibility.
Well, here's the truth. I actually, if you look at the people that follow me on LinkedIn, I think, half of them are probably procurement and half of them are in sales. They're trying to get that inside scoop, And I actually believe that better collaboration between procurement and sales is going to benefit everybody. There's tension and then there's unhealthy tension. I think there's a lot of unhealthy tension, right? But if we can collaborate together, I think it'll make everyone's job a little bit better. And so I've been known to speak at SKOs. I've been called traitorous at times by other procurement people, but I actually believe that it benefits everyone. And by the way, they've got all the tools. They've got all the know-how. They've got all the trainings. You can take some of that and it makes you a better procurement person as well.
Yeah.
But don't post that's my secret. So
You heard it here first, folks. Michael is the first hybrid Prosalesment person.
I love that word. That is, that's amazing. I always thought procurement was such a good word, but now,
Prosalesment. That's you.
Prosalesment, yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, no, we should finish with, edit this out, can't you? But where do we find you? So you're on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I'm quite active on LinkedIn. Look, the reality is I was a lone wolf for a long time, okay? In fact, this is my third SaaS company where at one point or another I was by myself. Okay, I've established the procurement function, and so I find a tremendous amount of value in the community. I do spend a lot of time there. Yeah. I try to post ideas, some good, some bad, and it's great if it's a bad idea, they tell me it's a bad idea, and I learn from it that way. Yeah. I learn either way. Yeah, LinkedIn community is a great place to be. So
cool. Anything else you want to say in your defense?
Hi, Mom. Thanks for listening in.
Brilliant.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's good.
Great.
Thank you.
So it's day 2 at ProcureCon, and we have another special guest. We've got Sean Warren from Opstream. Sean, who are you? What do you do?
I do whatever I'm told and whatever nobody else wants to do around here. So happy to be here. It's been a great conference so far. I actually started as a practitioner in procurement. I sort of backed into it like many of us do.
Yep.
I was operations leadership, ran success teams, IT teams, etc. At a previous company, they were like, hey, how would you like to take over procurement? I'm like, great, let's do it.
Yeah. You should have said, God, what? No,
yeah,
surely.
What's procurement? That's buying stuff. Sounds fun. So,
is that shopping?
Right, exactly.
Shopping.
Do I get a company credit card? So yeah, I dove into that and kind of learned the practice and all the pitfalls and challenges and being under-resourced and all the things, but was able to get the practice to a pretty good place. I ended up purchasing some software that really helped uplift the practice at the company, and then I managed to bamboozle my way onto the team here at Opstream.
Whoa, nice.
Yep.
Talking in gobbledygook terms.
Yes.
Great. Any good acronyms?
Acronyms?
All of the acronyms.
Acronyms like procurement acronyms?
We love an acronym, don't we?
CLM. Career limiting move.
I like it.
I've had a few of those. I've managed a few of those.
So what is Opstream? What does it do?
Yeah, so Opstream really started with the intake to procurement orchestration.
Yes.
That was really the first area that they cracked into. And I will say, phenomenal product. When we brought it in, it literally was the place the company engaged the most with each other.
Right.
Which brought energy to procurement. Those words don't really go together.
No.
Procurement and energy. But
I don't know. I'm full of energy and I'm in procurement.
When you're not asleep.
When I'm not asleep.
But yeah, it really did. It brought visibility. And
Yeah.
I had several baseline KPIs I was tracking that significantly improved as a result. And I'll start with, you can't just buy technology and expect it to fix things. You have to have a plan. So we built the plan first. We got buy-in. And we started down that path, but it was painfully brutal and slow. And that's when I realized, okay, there's got to be something out there that gets this running at speed and scale. I spent 9 months looking for solutions and eventually landed on Opstream, and it was a great decision. It's worked out pretty well. Yeah.
So what exactly does it do?
So on the intake to orchestration side, it really gives you a single place where anyone who needs to interact with procurement for any reason, whether it's to purchase software, to discuss adding or licensing or canceling a subscription or creating an RFP, goes to one place. There is an easy button.
Yeah.
And from there, it will guide them through what they want to do and make sure that the right questions in context are presented to them to gather the details that we need to have a successful journey through procurement.
Right, that's the best description I've had. And I've been watching webinars with various providers who are here, Donkey and Zip, others. You described that really well, because I think there's a huge amount of a sort of lack of understanding of what orchestration is all about. And I think that describes it really, really well, because it's a mix of things, isn't it? So people used to talk, we've got a company intranet, so what we'll do is we'll put procurement on there so people will know who to speak to, etc. It's not really the answer, is it? It's like, I just want to buy something, what do I do? Press a button, and then it guides me from there.
Yeah,
So,
it's like a concierge at a hotel. They have to catch all the grounders and fly balls, like, I lost my keys, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So there's one place you go,
Yeah.
and everything is orchestrated through that. I think of it as, and we sort of did this before we bought the technology, procurement is one of the actually most complex. All the pathways are really complex, and they touch every part of the organization. So when you look at it from a CX perspective, from customer experience perspective, if the people who are interacting with you are your customers, what's their experience like?
Yeah.
And it depends on their persona. If they are an approver or a reviewer, like finance, IT, legal, they're going to have a different journey than someone who's a requester versus somebody who's a cost center owner that may not be that directly involved versus the vendor. They're all personas that are part of the journey. So how do we make a great journey with all the different journeys that happen through procurement? So that was really my goal, and what Opstream did was really help me to build those workflows in place. And I did it over time. I didn't do it all at once. I started with, all right, purchase software. Let's talk about that journey. And as people ask questions, as legal said, actually, we should have this request in there too, or this question, we would add that in. And over time, we built the pathways that made sense for our business.
yeah.
So that's the orchestration part. The other part that I'm really excited about is what we call synthesizing procurement. That's this idea of, because we have a really flexible data model that can connect with systems really easily, really product first, we can connect to and profile through your stack, your ecosystem, your ERP, your CLM, your vendor risk management system, your e-signature, and even the internet, to gather data, pull it into Opstream with insights, and actually take action on those.
And does it try to cleanse, or it's trying to rationalize, or what is it trying to do with it?
Yeah, so when you think about AI, I think of, for Star Wars fans out there, you have C-3PO and you have R2-D2, right? C-3PO, you could ask C-3PO a question, would profile, would gather the information, and present it to you in a very nice fashion. But C-3PO didn't really do anything. Presented the information so you could do something. R2-D2 is the next phase in AI and procurement, the agency to actually do something. R2-D2 would go and click into something and actually do something. So what I'm excited with what's next is being able to profile and gather data and summarize it and then actually take action for you. An example of what we are instrumenting right now is, let's say I want to know the top 10% of my vendors by spend. And then within that group, those that interact with sensitive data types in our organization and have had a security event of some sort in the last 6 months, and then I want you to send a questionnaire to them on our behalf. They need to go. Like, that's an action. It's low risk. You're not going to get fired for that, probably, right? You're not asking AI to purchase a $1 million contract on your behalf.
Yeah.
But it's something that can move and uplift the practice of procurement in a world where, our vendors are 10x number of employees more in some places. It's beyond human scale to really do that effectively without, I think, the agency of the AI that's becoming available to us now.
So just to get which side you're on, are you building the Death Star or are you aiming to destroy the Death Star?
Yes and yes. We would like to say we're destroying it. We're the good guys.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the fact that you're all wearing white uniforms, that says it all, doesn't it?
Right.
Cool.
Use the force.
So I suppose that it sounds fantastic. How simple or hard is it to implement in a sort of, most companies have multiple enterprise type of systems, different software bits and bobs across the business. So how was the implementation activity? Because I guess you've got a configuration activity of making it work in your environment, but you've also got just this sort of, in the old language, lots of APIs connecting to lots of different things. It's probably got some sort of relational software basis. But how does that happen? Because I always think about procurement software. People think, well, it's really easy. I'll put a CLM suite in. But then the issue becomes, how do I integrate it into my 27 sites, 27 different systems that have never been merged, etc. So what's that journey like? And is it expensive?
Yeah, so I don't want to get too technical because my CTO is here. She will blow the whistle on me.
Oh, okay, yeah. What's he doing? Saying things like this. Right. He can stick to the Star Wars analogies, but nothing more.
That's right. What she tells me when I kind of probe a little bit is, because we started with that flexible data model in mind, it's made it really easy for us to be able to create those connections through APIs and webhooks that make it really quick and easy for us to connect to systems. We didn't pivot from being a services org or being trying to build something different. We really started with this idea of very flexible data model that's sort of the CRM for the buy side. We aren't going to rip and replace a system.
Yeah.
It's not going to take 6 months to implement. We connect to your ecosystem, learn your ecosystem in a way that makes sense for your business so you can take action and insights without having to fight your stack. So that's probably not the technical answer you're looking for, but
yeah.
really product first.
And how long does it take? Or it sounds more like a journey, I guess. It's just a never-evolving solution.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's as you bring on tools and systems into your environment. Maybe your CLM does some AI document scanning, right? We can mirror those attributes into Opstream and create a workflow that says any contracts that are up for renewal 90 days before they are, I can make it longer if I want. Don't just remind me, create the workflow that involves the right people in the process based on some of the deal data from the contract. A use case could be we can take that metadata from your CLM and get a summary of the current contract. We can pull data from a system that maybe stores details on challenges that you've had with this vendor over the past year. So you can have data to leverage good terms for you moving forward. I've talked to a bunch of people here who are like, just keeping up with renewals alone. Before we know it, we're getting an auto renewal notice. And I thought we got rid of that tool. We still have it? Well, we have 2 weeks, so we don't really have any leverage or time to do anything other than renew, because if we cancel it, we don't even know what it impacts. So
what's the size of Opstream? What's your revenue? What's your targets for the next 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, so we are. I won't share that detail because I don't want to get whacked over the head by my
your CFO.
Or the investors.
We're big and we're growing.
What we're really excited about is we are having some really good growth. There's so much space in this marketplace, and we are seeing a lot of traction with upper mid-market and enterprise, which is really exciting because a lot of the solutions out there in terms of the orchestration aspect have not had a lot of success there. They've been more SMB. So we're excited about the traction we're getting with a lot of the larger firms out there. I think larger firms sometimes are a little slower to adopt. right?
Because they just want SAP.
They've got their incumbent system, and their finance team knows how to use it.
Yeah.
They've been using it for years.
We're just waiting for the SAP module to come.
Yes,
it's coming in
coming.
26, 7,
Absolutely.
8, 9.
Yes, but the fact is that, incumbent solutions are great, but if you're really going to be effective, you need some point solutions that do things well, that complement that.
Cool.
It's like Borg or SAP.
Yeah.
And, you're Jean-Luc Picard.
I love it.
We've moved from Star
We're in
Wars
space.
to Star Trek. Hell.
We can make loads of noises, can't we? We can go warp factor.
Okay, on the basis that you said before you came in this morning that you were, and we won't mention this to your CEO, your CTO, or your CFO,
please.
you were out late drinking and gambling. You've got $1,000. You putting it on red or are you putting it on black?
I'm going to put it on black.
Everybody so far has said we're putting it on black.
Yeah, because if you're in the black, you're good. If you're in the red, you're negative.
Way!
You're talking to
Look at
procurement
that!
people here.
Boom!
Finance.
You win the award. That's cool. Anything else you wanted to say, Sean?
I can talk for as long as you like. So,
No, that's quite enough. No, thanks for coming in. That's been great.
And an observation about the whole of this piece is it seems to me very centric on the US. The market's happening here.
Yeah, it is.
There's
Very much so,
very
yeah.
little in Europe, and there's no sort of upstart providers appearing in the European market, as far as I understand. All of the sound bites, all of the noise are all coming out of the United States, which is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
well, we'll be in Europe, in Amsterdam for Digital Procurement World, which
Okay.
I think is October. So we'll be there for that.
Yeah.
Spread the love.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll help you spread the love. Thanks very much for coming in, Sean. That's been fantastic. We'll see you around in the rest of the conference. Enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great. Cheers.
That's a cut.
Ooh, that was exciting, wasn't it, Ed?
Viva Las Vegas. Baby.
That's our second podcast. Born in the USA.
Bah, woof, boom. It's just great. And that's the end of day 2 at ProcureCon West. It was fab. What a great day we've had.
We ate so much food you wouldn't believe, and drank copious amounts of coffee, Pepsi, and other caffeine-based drinks.
It's been great. So we're now buzzing and slightly on the ceiling. But we'll come down again enough to do another one of these tomorrow. So we'll see you then. Bye.
Yippee-yi-yi.
Yeah, yeah.